You guys will join us. We're gonna say the pledge of allegiance real quick. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we will call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Sealy.
Here.
Sarah Anderson. Here. Pat Beckett.
Here.
Kayla Bolas.
Here.
Will Rolke.
Here.
Larry Rohr.
Here.
Mike Tiedemann.
Here.
And School Rep Izzy Beeson.
All right, I entertain a motion to adopt the agenda. I do see we have one pen and ink change for October in the travel request. So it'll be slightly amended.
Motion to adopt the agenda as amended.
Second.
Motion is second to adopt an amended agenda. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody disagree? Motion passes. Minutes are agenda is adopted. Minutes from September 2nd, 2025.
Motion to adopt the minutes from September 2nd, 2025.
Second.
Motion is second to approve the minutes from September 2nd, 2025. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. All right, now fun stuff. All right. Dirt dogs, right? There, yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. Come on up. You guys are like the two representatives from your team. Come on, guys, you guys come right here. That way we can see you. Okay, so listen. See the TV over there? So we're gonna put a YouTube video out there on the internet that your parents will be able to find, and so you guys will go be able to watch yourself. So when you go to school, you can tell your friends you're on TV. So these two representatives here, Mr. Sales and Mr. Bidney, yeah, they are members of the 8U Dirt Dogs State Championship Baseball team. So congratulations. You didn't think you'd be the only ones here, did you? No. The limelight, don't worry, when you get older, you're gonna, as you win more baseball games, you're gonna have to do this more often, okay? Every year when you win, you'll have to come back so that we recognize you, okay? So, you guys did a good job, your team did a good job, your coaches obviously did a good job. One of your coaches was at least, was also helping coach or make the league work. So he had some extra responsibilities, the concession stands, all that fun stuff. What was your favorite game of the season? Last one, state championship, or was it? Did it hit any dingers? No, in the partial runs? I know you're pretty fast. I see you at football games running around. Okay? Lots of energy. I don't always, no, I miss it. So these guys are great representatives. You guys are the only team in town that won a state championship this year. Now, Beresford, South Dakota has a phenomenal baseball heritage that tracks back into the 1800s. Long time ago. The very first VFW or American Legion state champion was from Beresford, South Dakota in 1926. So that was 100 years ago. So we're now celebrating the 100th anniversary. These guys are going to grow up and they're going to bring another state championship to our community. So we're very proud of you. You guys did a phenomenal job. We've got a baseball heritage, and so it's nice that you guys are stepping up to do that. So congratulations. Okay, here, shake my hand. Be good. Don't do. You guys have to be good for your mom and dad, okay? I know you will be. I don't know. Okay, good job, guys. Congratulations. Speech. Now. Oh, you're not done. Yeah. Two more. Okay, well, here, let's bring them in. Hustle. No, here, come on in. Anybody got a camera?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, come on. You guys, come here, buddy. Yeah. Oh, hey, how are you? Two more state champions. What's your name? Bob, right? Come on, guys, come over here. Stay right here. Here, you're tall. Wow, you're gonna be as tall as your brothers, aren't you? All right, two more dirt dogs, okay?
Ready? Cheese.
I just gave a big, long speech and I made those guys talk. He runs away. Good job, guys. Hey, we've got, again, I always make this offer. We've got a bunch of boring stuff to work through. You guys can stay. All right. So I always enjoy starting the meeting off with that. Before I move into the remainder of the agenda, we're on item number 5. Just one quick thing that I would like to say. Obviously in the news this week, there's been quite a bit and there's a lot of people thinking about a lot of things. And of course, social media is a very double-edged sword. There's an article that that's gonna be in the paper this week. And I talked about open and civil discourse and I tried to emulate what the governor was trying to talk about in his press release that came out earlier this week after some incidents that have occurred recently. And one of the things that I found as I put together some of the information for the short article was a quote from Benjamin Franklin. And it says, "Without freedom of thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom, no such thing as public liberty without freedom of speech." And so I just want us all to remember that, take that into account, because I think obviously as those of us that are elected officials, city staff, city leaders, we all take that to heart when we see that some of these things that have happened. So we'll go ahead and we'll move. So from 8U baseball to very serious topic, and then we'll go ahead and we'll move into visitors to be heard. Sorry, you're all over the place here. Beresford Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, so I just wanted to share, our Flannel Flame date is Sunday, October 26th. Noon to 5 timeframe. We have some vendors popping up, we have some food, some drink trucks, some local businesses that will be open, sugar classics for the football game, redesign, a lead makers market as well. So, and also we just have a few questions. We want to do trunk or treat too. I know last year we shut down portions of the street, so what we were thinking was Hemlock to Main would be kind of for our activities for like food trucks, street trucks, other activities within there to be safe for the kids. And then from Main, so leave Main open, but Main to Oak for the trunk or treat. Shut down.
3rd Street, obviously.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. So if that's a possibility, we can leave Main open, that way they can drive in from Main. And then park for trunk or treat after 3 p.m.
So basically from your corner to this corner and then running west,
Redesigned corner,
redesigned corner.
yeah,
Okay,
right, so that's Hemlock.
yep,
Yeah,
yep. Okay, so redesign all the way south to this one.
Yep.
And then do you want to go west? How far? Past Cream and Sugar or?
So Hemlock to Main is just one block, right?
Yep, so Hemlock's the Main, leave Main open, because this is on Main.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep, so don't shut that off, but that way they can drive through Main to get parked on Main.
She's still doing just the blocks on 3rd Street here.
okay,
Yep.
I got it. I see what you're saying. So that will remain open, so we may need some traffic support.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So block, that one block off, block this block off. Trunk or treat block, activities block,
and trucks and whatnot, yeah.
yeah. That's
Okay,
kind of what we were thinking for layout.
that's fairly consistent with in the past, right? Yeah.
Yes, just good, make sure that Jeff's there so he can. Make sure he
Does
gets
that make sense to you, Jeff?
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, we can
Corners.
go.
You guys also wanted to use some picnic tables.
Yes, we were wondering if we could borrow the picnic tables. Is that the city? I don't know where those are at. I guess we've never asked anything about them. Is that an option or not?
We have let organizations use them in the past. For instance, when the fire department celebrates, they had their 125th last year, so they use them. I think we move them around a little bit for old fashioned days. The unfortunate thing is they are not light. And they usually require some equipment to move them.
Okay.
It may depend on the availability of staff. How many were you thinking?
What do they fit? 8 people, probably 8 to 10? I don't even know. I would say, because we were just kind of gonna place them throughout just for people to sit, to get food and such. 6, maybe 46.
I just ever get a hold of Kelly and talk about what, I mean, we won't have anyone probably on staff that day, so somebody would have to come on. If they're gonna move them that day or.
There's other people.
They're very heavy, it's 4 people to move them, so they're,
They correct.
poor girls are not gonna be able to move them.
So that one, so we won't make any promises, but let's look at, we'll try to find a way to do that so that we can get those, because I see what you're saying, which is trucks will be behind them, buy food, sit down, eat.
Hang out.
Yeah, okay.
And then our other question was, Cream and Sugar have offered, to do if we're able to do an open container, they have some fall cocktail drinks planned for that day, just for within the downtown city blocks. And we kind of had talked about some things prior. This is more Kyla's Avenue. So just kind of need to know what we need to do
Yeah.
to see if that's an option.
The business front, they sell mostly food, but you guys, how do they work? They mostly, if they sell, what is it, 70% food, you can actually go out in
That's
front.
a restaurant.
That's a restaurant. You guys
They
are,
talked about allowing open containers maybe in that block area. I don't know, do you want them in the trunk or treat area?
Probably not, just, yeah.
Away from, that allow open alcohol containers, like kind of like with softball.
oh, yeah. Oh, they just asked for that, that's long ago.
So it'd have to be from
They
there.
don't get them from cream and sugar,
So they have to
or
make them there, or could they be made on that
they have
block?
to make them on the premises.
Okay,
You guys don't make them in a truck, right? You make them,
Yeah.
you make them here this in the shop, yeah.
Mhm.
And then that's one of these street areas.
You guys, that's kind of something you guys have done too, right? Not too long ago, when you started serving, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's fairly early. I don't know that people would have used that too much. I know some people in town wouldn't be happy with us, but
As long as they're in the adult area.
Yeah.
The food area.
so that would, like in the first October meeting, if the details are put together, we could have a hearing, and the second one, which would be before this, have a final hearing.
I don't know if you need a hearing because it's not a special license they're asking for, it's just,
Okay.
The open container laws required the city council to approve consumption of alcohol in public places. So that's, I think, the permission they're asking for, not a special license. Yeah, we talked about it later, you talked about.
Yeah.
makes sense.
So it'd essentially be from their business directly
To
to
the-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Is that right, Tricia? Like you'll sell them at your place
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
that
people will
works.
be able to walk to.
you
Yeah.
could act on it.
To hang out at the
Yeah.
activity.
Like within this.
Would that,
Yes.
plastics be involved with that too, or?
I suppose they could, yeah.
No, they're in that same area.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask too, because
Oh.
plastics will be open for the game.
Oh. So they could sell their type of drink. If,
But that's not on their block, right?
And,
You're
yeah,
closing
yes,
it
people may
after
have one,
walk,
they're just
right?
walking
Right.
from vendors.
They would just have to walk.
Yeah.
To the block.
so kind of same, you know, we're about a half block. to
They're about
the
a half
open
block.
area.
And maybe if you guys, when you're selling it, if you say, hey, you know,
Yeah, so,
to consume, you're either in here or you're in the area, and then mark it off with some sort of tape or something like that.
yeah. last
Because
time
it's
we
still
did
illegal
that.
unless it's in the designated area approved by the council, so.
Got it. Designated area approved by the council, so.
Question, would there be police enforcement of this or would it just be on our system?
I think we'd have law enforcement because we'll, for the traffic control right here at Third and Main. As you mentioned, keeping Main open, which I think makes sense. That way we've got some thoroughfares through here so that are open,
It's the
so.
stop signs as well, continual traffic. So.
And I think what we can do, okay, I think that's a good point, is, yeah, I think we can check with our law enforcement team to make sure, because it is a Sunday.
Anyway, probably for trunk. or
Yeah,
treat.
because you usually invite first responders, yeah.
Yeah, I think firemen, we're gonna have a little display set up too, so. Um,
What hours was?
so the entire event is noon to 5, trunk or treat begins at 4. Set up after 3 for that. 4 to 5 is trunk or treat, and we had a great turnout for that last year. There's a lot of kids. It was insane. I remember walking down and I was like, oh, they came out of nowhere. I don't know, there was a lot of, so that was really fun. I don't have a full vendor count yet, but yeah, that's coming together as well.
Good.
Otherwise, I think my last question was if, we could put flyers in the city utility bill for this event. We'll get them printed out.
Yeah, if you could just get them to us by Friday, September 26th.
Yeah.
They'll give us time to get everything stuffed. And then if you could do either like a third of a sheet or.
Okay.
Or were you gonna list the vendors or, okay,
Yeah, it might just be more like.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yep.
Squeeze together.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe even a little map of the designated drinking area.
Yeah, I will make for social media. I always use like a map where everything is and still coming, and then I'll sure put a note on that.
That's a good idea.
As we get closer, in order to be able to promote people coming, we can share it through the couple different channels that Social City's been using, so. Yeah,
Any other questions? for me?
so will these be a couple separate motions? Sure.
Yeah, I think you should do a separate one for on the street closing and then the, open container, open consumption.
Okay, so two separate motions, one for closure of the street between, on Third, Hemlock to Main, and then Main to Oak.
I'll make that motion to close Hemlock and Third to Main and Third. From the hours of 1 to 5 PM on October 26th.
I second.
Motion is second to close the streets from Hemlock to Main.
Oh, and then Third to Oak. Oh, I'm sorry, Main to Oak.
Plus Third Street from.
Yeah.
No.
So would you say 12 to 1 or 5?
Or noon to 5.
Oh, sorry, noon to 5.
Let's start over.
Do you think you should just close it all? Because you're gonna have that alcohol? I mean, and then you don't have kids running. I don't know, that's just my thought of maybe just leave it open and they park on side streets.
Yeah. And then we get parking lot through, yeah, that's true, just close it out right here through. So, whatever you guys
I
think.
mean, I would close the whole thing off if it was,
And then we'll just open it for trunk or treat so they can come in and park.
Okay,
that's what I'd be,
Okay.
but
yeah.
I'll amend my motion.
Sorry.
As for
All right, Third Street, Hemlock to Oak,
There we go.
and noon to 5.
Yeah.
The restated motion. All right, we have a restated motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Anybody opposed? Motion carries for closure of the street. Second motion for approval of open container in the designated area, which will we'll make sure we help facilitate that.
You change that one, just Hemlock to Main, yeah.
Hemlock to Main, Hemlock to Main, so
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
so the north side.
motion to allow open alcohol containers on Third Street from Hemlock to Main. From noon to 5 PM.
I second.
All right, motion is second on the table to authorize open container on Third Street between Hemlock and Main, noon to 5 PM on the 26th. Is that right? Yeah, 26th, okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Anybody opposed? All right, motion carries. So follow-ups that we owe you are picnic tables.
Yeah.
And then obviously you've got the timeline for the submission of the paper information to go into bills, and then as we get closer, we'll obviously ramp up the social media campaign. We should have our October.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
Will be on the community calendar then too.
Yes, it will be. That's a great point. Thank you, sir. We'll have our new city administrator on too, and we'll get his, we'll be able to see how fast he can run on the economic development treadmill. Because he's got some background there, so he'll have some ideas, I would assume too, so. Jerry will be sipping Mai Tai somewhere thinking of us. Yes.
Thank you guys.
Anything else? You guys doing okay?
And we can find people to help move the picnic tables if, yeah, if we need.
If they have a small tractor, that works for us. They just there's a lift that they can put on and they just lift them on, so.
We can see.
Just talk to Kelly about it,
Okay.
the parts,
Make sure it's
he'll
all
kind of give you what can and can't be done.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. Yep, appreciate it. Have a good night. Item number 7 on the agenda, committee mayor reports. I don't believe we have any reports per se. Item number 8, any other visitors? Sir, you're here for?
He's with me.
Oh, okay, okay.
I bet. There's another one.
Okay.
Clayton.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Clayton, you're here for, yeah.
I understood there was a hearing tonight about the memorial.
I think
Oh, okay.
we're gonna discuss it. Yeah, it's a little bit further down on the agenda, but yeah, I'll make sure. When we get down there, It's not too far down, but yeah, tough.
I'm just concerned that, or not concerned, I'm just
Understood.
and he's attention.
Yes, sir. Yep, completely understand. So without further ado, then we'll move into finance report.
So the first thing in your council packet is a letter from the South Dakota Department of Legislative Audit, just letting us know that they have accepted our 2024 audit. And then also everyone should have received a hard copy of the 2024 audit. There were no findings, so that's exciting. So we just need a motion to accept the 2024 audit.
Make a motion to accept the 2024.
Second.
Motion is second to accept the 2024 audit. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. The annual audit has been accepted.
It's also on a city website too.
Yeah, because there's a requirement for us to publicly.
Yep.
Okay,
So it's on there.
awesome.
So moving on to the next, the August financials. We just had three major payments, and first one was the first rate excavate for the 7th Street utility extension of $243,244. Musson Brothers for the sanitary sewer replacement of $474,396. And Site Works for the wastewater treatment facility Sager system of $145,294. All of these invoices have been submitted to the state for reimbursement, and then those funds have come back to us for disbursement. So, in August, we sold 3 vehicles through Purple Wave, which brought in $7,100. And that is as exciting as August gets.
Well, we accept the August 2025 financial report.
Motion is second on the table to accept the August 2025 financial report. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. First penny, second penny. It's on the cash report that shows the balances, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, sorry. Okay, moving along. In old business, 2 items. First one, Tiny Lawrence ball field backstop quotes, tongue twister.
Yeah, we still just got the one in. We did meet with another company, at the recommendation of, Confluence, who helped us out with our other the ball fields up north. And, we did meet with them last Thursday. He was hoping to have, 2 quotes to us from 2 different types of backstops by today. And obviously I don't have it. Otherwise, that's why I put it on the agenda, just thinking he'd have it here by then. Didn't give him much time. He's got 2 that he's working with there. So we will look at it at the next meeting, hopefully. So.
I think that, the first quote we had was obviously way high. I think, there were things within that we could obviously ask them to scale back, and at the same time, like, and there was $2,500 on there to take the old fence out. I think we could do that. I think the baseball guys could do that. There's some few additional items that I think were niceties on that first quote, so it'd be interesting to see that second.
We haven't shared that with any of these guys yet, so
Okay.
just
Yeah.
because I didn't think it'd be fair to anyone else that was bidding, so.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, next item, quote from Sunburst Memorials to replace damaged tablet at the Veterans Memorial near the water tower.
You guys don't know Clayton's, Clayton, how long ago did you move here? About 5, 6, 7 years ago? Clayton, can you hear me?
How long ago did you move?
I'm dead.
How long ago did you move to Beresford?
I've been here going on 6 years now.
Clayton lives out in the,
campground. I
campground.
got a post office back there, but not camping. So you book mail, but I told him this morning that you're going to have a thing on the more.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
I traced down the the people that, the booths are there, some garden club.
Hmm.
I've asked 2 or 3 places, so I came over here and I kind of figured that VFW that's really actually responsible for that. And I go because of the problems. Well, there's a little problem there because there was an altercation 5 years ago with one of the members of VFW, and I have no problem with it. There's just 2 people that disagreed on things and let it go. I've got a date with Mr. Wise here for a barbecue sometime. But I'd really love to see something with that memorial.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed. It's just who funded the original?
I think they did donations and
Well,
stuff on
really
that.
unique about being a Marine that we do anything almost at all. You notice where it was broken, just the very top corner. And what I thought was unique, was broke off with the word war.
It's in
Wait,
the,
wait, that could be put together in a plate through Ace has got something to hold it. Standing it back up is no big deal. So maybe a couple hours of veteran's time to put it up right.
because the quote we got from Sunburst was how much?
Picture of home memorial.
Oh, 7,500.
So, yeah, that's the quote to replace the entire.
Hmm.
Bill.
Probably
That's
not
all.
too many people in that business. I mean,
Can we get them to do a better job?
I sure hope so.
I mean, the other ones, do they need more reinforcement as well to keep them?
I would assume they're all done the same, but I
Yeah.
wasn't around when they did it, so. I mean, they held up pretty good, but I can't imagine how a wind could blow them over. After kids have been playing on them and everything else, so.
Yep.
But maybe somebody loosened it up and that's why they'd go down.
any insurance that we could leverage in this?
Not with our $25,000.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
prohibitive.
There's no insurance on it, so we, Elena, we'd probably have to take it out of the council contingency.
There might be some funds in the park.
We can see what it is. I mean, it's not really a park issue either, but we assume the maintenance of the facility, once it was taken over, that's what I've been told anyhow, and I don't need to remember anything on it. I don't know where to even look for it, so.
They don't fall under our new insurance.
No, it's $25,000 deductible anyhow. Oh,
No,
the
the new-
yeah.
This happened.
No, I know that, but I mean, will they be covered by
Yes.
going forward?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll look around, we'll look in the budget to try to find the right amount and then.
I mean, I think Elaine and I could find somewhere,
We might have to take from a few different areas, but. I think it's doable.
So,
So the plan was to be the same coloration on the stone, the same graphic and
Yeah.
wording.
pretty much, yeah. I believe it's the same company that put it up to begin with, so. Obviously, we'll send Jeff over there to supervise when they're putting it in to make, that they're adding a little bit of extra glue or something else.
right. So, no official action.
If you guys want to move forward, I would just make a recommendation. We'll figure out how to do it. It might be out of your contingencies or something there.
Did the stone company say if it's a replacement, was there any salvage value in the remaining stone?
Or not that I'm aware of. Don said he was gonna take it.
Okay,
Oh,
So
yeah, I
he's
think
gonna
the
do something
museum
out at his
piece.
place for what's available.
okay, oh, good.
Yeah. For his museum, I suppose.
Yeah, if they don't dispose of the stone, that saves us $500-ish.
Yeah, Don's gonna pick it up.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to approve fixing the stone at the Veterans Memorial.
I make a motion to fix the stone at the Veterans Memorial. Second. For $7,595.42.
Got it. Motion is second to authorize fixing the stone at the Veterans Memorial for the amount of $7,595.42. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
I,
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. We'll get her fixed. Yeah, thanks, Clay.
Are you just-
Yep, you're good.
Tax on that?
Thank you.
That, would there be tax on it? No. No, on this tablet.
Also, those are tax listed on them.
Yes,
Oh,
I'll watch.
yeah, we'll get that taken off.
$443 tax. So that'll come off, so it'll be just
Yeah.
over 7.
Yeah, that's still a lot, but. All right, so we'll move into new business. First item of new business is authorizing 2026 tax levy certification for Union and Lincoln County auditors.
So every year I'm required to send the counties the tax levy certificate. And this year I am requesting $967,000. Just a quick little note, next year, we are gonna have a 3% cap on the growth formula. So if I were to use this year's numbers with the cap next year, so I'm gonna go back. So we will get an additional $8,944 this year. So if I use this year's numbers with next year's 3% cap, we are actually gonna get $11,751 less. So.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so as you probably have all heard, the property tax discussions are not super popular, but. For those of us that understand how that money is effectively used, distributed, appropriated and executed. Now for homeowners, the benefit is that there is a cap on, there should be a commensurate tax on, cap on property tax, so. We would hope that glorious meeting that we have every year, we have a few less folks if
Yeah,
they,
expenses.
yeah.
Elaine, what is that as far as a dollar amount over last year?
So last year, we got $55,970. And then, this coming next year, the 2026 year, we're asking for 64,914 would be the difference.
So that supports all of any general fund items like the library, police, things like that, so. 967 doesn't go very far when you have all of those type of things that are in the general fund, so. That's why you're gonna have to come up with a lot of different sources other than this, as we do it each year, so.
There's some discussion that at the legislative session starts in January, that there'll be some bills on the table to try to provide alternative sources of. Community or municipality funding, but both of those were presented last year and they weren't very popular, so they didn't make it out of committee. So I think just probably being more deliberate about what we're, budget cycle this year, budget next year, so.
So we just need approval for me to send that off to the Union and Lincoln counties.
I make a motion to authorize the 2026 tax levy certification to Union County and Lincoln County auditors.
Motion is second on the table to authorize sending the 2026 tax levy certification to both Union and Lincoln County. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Request from International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, 426 and Teamsters Local 120 to open negotiations.
We've got letters from each of those. I just wanted to share that. You don't have the information as far as what they're requesting yet, but I think we can go to executive session later today and we'll share that with each of you, all of you. And then obviously the next step will be setting up negotiations and bringing the negotiators in on both sides and seeing where we go. I don't know if I do them both at the same time, I would imagine, but. So anyhow, we'll talk about that later.
Okay, talk about that executive.
So do you need a? motion on this? No.
Just going to exec. Yeah, no, that'll just be discussed at executive session, so.
Got it. Thank you, sir. Couple of step pay increases. First one is for Beresford employee Tony Harris, who's generally sits right behind us. From $27.96 an hour to $28.71 effective 9/19/2025.
So moved.
Second?
Motion is second on the table to authorize step pay increase for Mr. Tony Harris from $27.96 to $28.71 effective 9/19. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? State pay increases for police officer Kyle Kleinschmidt from 27.94 to 28.74, effective 9/19/25.
So moved.
Okay. Motion is second on the table to authorize set pay increase for police officer Kyle Kleinschmidt from 27.94 to 28.74, effective 9/19/2025. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, maybe if you want to defer the next two potential action items till after executive session to discuss
Yeah.
legal matters.
Sounds good.
That involves both of those last two items that are.
Sounds good. Items 5 and 6 in new business will be deferred until subsequent to the executive session that will be held for the upcoming executive session. Okay, 11, discussion and information items. None there. To travel request.
Motion to approve the two travel requests.
Okay.
Motion second on the table to approve the two travel requests. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. That's part of the meeting.
Make a motion that we pay the bill.
Motion second on the table, pay the bills. All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? We will pay our bills. And now we will enter into executive session,
Legal and personnel.
legal and personnel.
Motion to move into executive session for legal and personnel
And second.
and contracts.
Second again.
Motion is second on the table to move into executive session for legal, personnel and contract negotiation. This is what gives me. Yeah, any